Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Barak Nadash. All praises, honor, glory, love, respect, faith, and power, and trust, and all credit to my Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and my Heavenly Big Brother, Yahweh Shah. Thank you so much for what you're doing, what you're doing, and what you're going to do. Double honors to your apostles and elders and bishops of GMS, Great Millstone, who I learned from, and all the men scattered all over the world, teaching this truth and nothing but the truth. In the name, spirit, and the power of Yahweh Bashem Shah. Trying to put a spiritual bug in you Hebrew Israelites' ears, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Spanish, Native Americans, some Indians, and you speckled birds. And what is a speckled bird? That be a Hebrew Israelite that look like some of the heathen nations, like, for example, a Hebrew Israelite that look like a so-called white person, so-called Chinese person, etc., etc. Got some videos lined up with the plagues of the Lord. It's happening all over the world. I'm going to play these videos. I'm going to get into the scripture my best ability. Say whatever God say through spirit and power. Yahweh Bashim Shah, the Holy Spirit, the Kurhak, Dash, Lord, willing to be on me. Let's get it.
This is prime time for America's coasts, but in the warm waters lurks a hidden danger, the naturally occurring bacteria Vibrio vulnificus, which can cause flesh-eating infections. It puts 17-year-old Josiah Thompson in the hospital this summer after he went swimming with a cut off the coast of Niceville, Florida, says his mom, Tirza.
How big was the scratch on Josiah's leg?
It was a nick. It was a very scary experience.
Josiah needed 2 surgeries to stop the infection.
Thankfully, we felt like there was no bone affected. It was all soft tissue.
There are 80,000 cases a year, reports the CDC, and the infections kill 1 in 5 people. This year, Florida reports 2 deaths, Louisiana 5. There, officials urge beachgoers to take precautions. You get Vibrio swimming in salt or brackish water with an open cut, or eating raw or undercooked shellfish.
We have to move quickly. Sometimes it can...
You don't supposed to eat that shit anyway. A goddamn shit eater, a bottom feeder. You don't eat that junk.
Within hours or even
let it be and let it filter and clean the ocean. That's why damn viruses developing in the ocean, because they're fishing out all the bottom feeders, and people goddamn eat them like they bottom feeders.
One day a person can lose a limb. It's a pretty serious infection.
Symptoms include fever, chills, and a painful rash. Once mainly in the Gulf Coast, cases now happen as far north as New England, and climate change heating the oceans is thought to be why. Josiah is now back in school with just a scar and a summer memory no one wants. Ann Thompson, NBC News.
Yep. What's going on with these earthquakes? What is this? Alabama team lose foot at the where? And this is a month ago. They had to chop his foot off because of a virus. Alright, well, I ain't playing that. That's a month ago. Hold on, let me see. Jellyfish keeps going out of water. Let's see what it's about with jellyfish.
Guys, every game artist needs to see this. We're using Dream in a Sea Dance.
For some beachgoers, these dog days of summer include sun, sand, and a sudden sting.
Ah, son of a jellyfish, I'm out of here.
Giant swarms of jellyfish spotted in the water at beaches in Maryland and Delaware, hundreds appearing to float on the surface in Ocean City, and about an hour north in Rehoboth Beach too. Lifeguards say this season is especially bad.
It was almost a 100% guarantee that you would get stung if you got in the water. The quality of sting has risen as well. We've seen people with stings that last for the whole day as opposed to 30 minutes.
And while these ocean invaders have been the subject of satire,
you're gonna have to pee on it.
What?
It brought Jenna Dobrinsky's summer swim to a complete stop.
I was paddling out a little bit, and then I tried to stand up, and then all of a sudden I feel like an electric shock on like my chest area, and I look down, and it's like this giant white jellyfish.
This is what her stings look like now, about a week after being in the waters of Ocean City, Maryland.
I've been going to Ocean City for as long as I can remember. I don't remember a year where the jellyfish have been this bad.
Look at that!
So, why so many jellies? Marine experts say warming waters and climate change could be to blame.
We had a...
Oh my goodness, this is a judgment from the Lord.
A drought this spring and early summer, so we have saltier water that's going to, again, be more favorable for growing jellyfish.
Holy crap.
Beach regular Jimmy Charles says he was stung on his ankle while walking along the shore with his family in Ocean City.
The tough part is my kid wants to be in the water the whole time, and children, their skin is so much more sensitive, so that's the real issue is protecting our kids from these stings. I don't know have the answer to it, but this year was definitely tough.
That sucker look dead.
George Solis joins us.
Yeah, them suckers look dead. I wonder why. I wonder how. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, Let's get to the next one. The Lord is plaguing you, you people. Killing that Murph for going to the beach. Giving y'all some damn flesh-eating virus or plaguing y'all with a bunch of jellyfish stinging y'all monkey asses. Let's get to the next one. What is this? Earthquakes. Come on, dang it.
Bells have fallen silent. Minarets lie broken. Across eastern Indonesia, an earthquake has torn through places built for worship, leaving rubble where prayers once rose. Churches and mosques damaged.
And they show you the Lord ain't dwelling in them temples built by hands. Especially if they worshiping Jesus. Like, fuck that. You better be worshiping Yahweh Shema Shah. Even if you're a heathen.
Hospitals overwhelmed, and thousands are sleeping outside. And beneath the ruins, the death toll keeps climbing.
Earthquakes in diverse places, bro.
Bells that once called worshippers to prayer now hang silent over rubble as churches and mosques across eastern Indonesia count the cost.
And these churches, are they talking about prophecies? No. No.
Of a devastating earthquake. The magnitude 7.7 quake struck East Nusa Tenggara province on August 15th, tearing through the island of Flores and reducing homes, hospitals, and places of worship alike to ruins. But it wasn't just the places of worship that were burned. The human toll is equally devastating.
In East Nusa Tenggara, the data that we received is 68 people have died with these details. 26 in Manggarai Regency, 24 in East Manggarai Regency, 8 in Nagakeo, 4 in Sika, 2 in Ende, 2 in West Manggarai, and 2 in Nada.
We've all seen the regular battering, which is a distraction device. You throw it, it makes a noise, and people look wherever these stick. But I want a battering that...
In the town of Ruteng, a Catholic church now stands hollowed out, its altar buried beneath collapsed ceiling panels, and its pews scattered with debris. Nearby, a damaged hospital has been forced to move patients into makeshift tents outside, where medical staff continue treating the injured under open skies. The Health Ministry has deployed 2 field hospital units to Ruteng in Manggarai Regency and to Nagakeo to ease pressure on damaged medical facilities, while thousands of residents remain in temporary shelters across the affected regencies.
I was 31 weeks pregnant, so I was still consulting with the doctor and still being observed too and waiting for my due date. But during the quake, I thanked the doctors, the nurses. Even when it was dire, even when the room collapsed, they didn't abandon us.
Further west in the town of Rayok, the Nurul Huda Rayo Great Mosque did not survive the tremor. Its tower collapsed entirely, and a sign now warns worshippers not to pray inside. Copies of the Quran lie among the wreckage, and a battered loudspeaker, once used for the call to prayer, sits buried in debris. The destruction has
playing these Muslim, or the Lord plaguing these niggas. The Lord definitely ain't dealing with no damn Islam.
Folded against the backdrop of Indonesia's Independence Day, a moment of national celebration now overshadowed by grief and displacement. More than 1,500 aftershock.
Let me go ahead and read Acts chapter 7, verse 48. Howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples made by hands, as said the prophet. Heaven is my throne, and earth is my footstool. What house will you build? Ye build me. Ain't nothing you can build the Lord. But well, you can build something with your how about Shema Shah's relationship, spiritually, mentally. Anything physical? No. And you thinking they gonna dwell in that place? No. The place where Yahweh Bashem Al-Shah live is way more divine than this shit. Way more divine. You want to stay here forever. You want to, hey man. That's why, hey man, we seeking the Lord. So bring down heaven onto earth. Right now, earth is hell. And shit, and the Lord's shaking this shit up. Look at the conditions this world is in right now. And we rule by wicked rules, and people worshiping these wicked rules more than Yahweh and Yahweh Shah. And now Yahweh Shema Shah bringing them earthquakes, plagues, pestilence, all kind of stuff to your ass.
Have rattled the region since the main quake struck, keeping residents on edge and reluctant to return to buildings still standing. Another tremor measuring 5.6 was recorded on the morning of August 17th. Authorities have declared a 14-day state of emergency in East Nusa Tenggara, with military personnel and rescue teams distributing food, medicine, and tents to communities cut off by landslides and blocked roads. As repair crews begin clearing rubble from prayer halls and chapels, officials say restoring places of worship will form part of a longer rebuilding effort, still taking shape across the province.
Alright. You want to watch the rest of it, they go to title, and go to channel. Let's see what this is about.
On the same day that the world's second largest earthquake so far of 2026 struck Indonesia, another noteworthy earthquake struck the country, but got largely ignored due to being overshadowed by the aforementioned larger magnitude 7.7 earthquake. What I'm referring to is a strong magnitude 6.9 earthquake which struck at 5:54 p.m. local time on August 15, 2026, with an epicenter about 58 kilometers north-northeast of the Toba supervolcano on the island of Sumatra. This earthquake is scientifically interesting, as its occurrence is part of the reason why the supervolcano exists in the first place. And since I know that this will be a common question, the 7.7 earthquake in Flores and the 6.9 earthquake in Sumatra, despite occurring about 13 hours apart time-wise, were absolutely unrelated to each other.
Alright, I can't stand hearing that. I don't know if there's a robot or an actual person, but yeah, the more earthquakes. Let's get to the next one. That's what's going on in Spain. They said they got a Trump merchandise store. That shit goes out of business as customers dwindle. They selling all this Trump merch, and now it's like, and you see this one right here. It says, "God bless America, but Trump U.S. soldiers expose army failure." And he's not gonna apologize, no, because if he do, I was watching a video and say if he gives out one apology, then guess what? Now everything collapses, fails. His spell starts to. The followers feel like they emulating Trump. If Trump that gonna say he apologized and show a sign of weakness, then them niggas gonna be like, huh? Then them niggas everything's gonna collapse. The spell is gonna collapse for the people that's trapped in his spell. Yeah, when the moment he does something, yeah. Oh my goodness, boy, I love it, bro. Let's see what else going on in Spain. Here's another video, boy. I had to get off the subject about the plagues, but I just have to see and say something about what I'm reading on those videos and thumbnails.
Ha sucedido toda la mañana y aprovecho para grabar un vídeo y ahora regresamos y ahora grabamos también a vecinos de la zona. También en Nevada, todos los grandes centros comerciales están siendo desalojados y lo que se encuentra ahora mismo también...
We've seen all this in the last video. Let's see what this look like.
Encontramos garantías y
We've seen it in the last video. Says looters storm mom and pop's liquor store in $30,000 rampage. Yeah, it's gonna be like when all hell break loose. They doing that shit under a green tree. Imagine it being dry. I'm talking about Japan's economic boom, nigga. Please, that's a damn lie. Hell, this is. Wait a minute. This was 3 days ago. They showing you footage of something that's 3 hours ago. So this happened. I don't know. Oh, this is, yeah, Saturday earthquake. So I didn't know about it till now. Well, I think I probably did report it, but I'm just more footage of it. I thought it was recent. They showing whole, but wait a minute. This must be a back-to-back earthquake or something, because what was it footage they showed? This one here shows this is August the 18th. This the time, the date. It's the 18th right now. So I'm like, what's going on? I guess it's a back-to-back earthquake. I don't know, or another one. But whatever, man. There's still earthquakes in diverse places, and they're clearly showing you signs that, hey, the Lord is visiting in play. Not just with earthquakes, but shoot, everything else the Lord is throwing down on this planet. To flood your butt, to knock you on your butt, all kind of stuff. Get you sick. 2 Ezra chapter 9 verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the times diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which all these natural disasters are signs, yeah, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand it is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes. Yeah, you see a lot of these earthquakes from daggone Spain. Where else was there? Spain, Indonesia, hell, you got Colombia, daggone Venezuela. You had all the earthquakes. China, you got all the Japan, you got all the earthquakes. God dang, where else? There's so many of them, bro. It's so active. The Lord is shaking the shit out of y'all. But that's why for you Israelites, better seek the Lord and uproars of the people in the world. Then shall thou well understand that the Most High spake of these things from the days that before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. And we at the end, especially Esau is at his end, or rulership. And I pray to see that day come, bruh. Boy, I'll be so happy to see the downfall of my enemies. Yep. Let's get to the next one. Now this next one, they talking about lightning strike the oil refinery or a pipeline facility, or I'm like, man, a lightning struck it? Well, you know, it could be more than just a lightning. Now, I don't know, but let's just go ahead and play it.
Tonight, a stunning explosion in Oklahoma blamed on this relentless run of severe storms, with lightning striking massive tanks filled with natural gasoline, according to owner Explorer Pipeline. Drone video showing the jaw-dropping aftermath, balls of fire, and thick black smoke billowing into the air. It follows a harrowing stretch of severe weather coast to coast.
Now, I don't know about lightning striking that, but, I don't know. It could possibly happen. So I'm thinking, hell, with all the shit that's going on with this war, somebody could have did something, shot a missile, shot a laser. I don't know. But anyway, it still plays with the Lord, though. Even if it's not natural. Hell, because this oil, I mean, the lack of oil, well, hey, that brings plagues. And headaches to people.
From hail in Colorado to flooding in Ohio, in hard-hit Indiana, fast-moving floodwaters wiping out bridges, ripping apart roads, and swallowing entire neighborhoods in Indianapolis. Firefighters fanning out in rafts, rescuing residents. State officials now saying more than 1,000 people were displaced from their homes and at least 7 killed, including 19-year-old Matthew Morey and 59-year-old Stephanie Sally, who authorities believe was swept away in her car. Today, as floods finally recede, people are pumping water out of their homes and power washing filth off their property. For many, what's inside is worse. Kenny McCree is raising 3 of his grandkids here, their rooms soaked. Has the river ever flooded your house before?
No, ma'am.
He and his wife, Melissa, trashing everything the water touched.
It was disgusting. It really was.
The flood water in your house?
Yeah. Yeah, it was nasty.
I don't know. Did it get wet?
David Redifer and Lucy O'Brien worry their renter's insurance won't cover what's lost, and no demand for government aid will be massive.
Yeah. We know that, but guess what? They'll have a microchip for your ass.
We're nervous. We don't know how long that's going to take.
Maggie Vespa joins us tonight live.
Gonna take till it ain't gonna never take. It just ain't gonna show up. But like I said, they're gonna have a microchip for your ass. They're gonna be gladly giving you one of them. Yeah, for help. I wasn't expecting I thought they're gonna constantly talk about the damn lightning strike hitting the oil tank things, whatever, but yeah, they ain't said much about it. Let's get to the next one about droughts, and then I'm gonna hop back onto sometime around talking about storms and say, oh, this ain't supposed to be here.
Experts I spoke with stress we are not in danger of running out of water. Cities and towns have been planning and developing alternative sources, but it's likely to mean higher water rates for all of us moving forward.
The bathtub ring around Lake Powell just keeps growing. That white shows you where the water level was and how far it's dropped. It reached a new low Saturday. The reservoir is now 30 feet away from the point where turbines would stop producing hydroelectric power.
It is not a surprise.
Lake Mead, further downstream on the Colorado River, dropped to its lowest recorded point a week earlier.
It's another indication that this Colorado River system, that is an important source of supply for Arizona and other states, is in trouble.
Sarah Porter is the director at ASU's Kyle Center for Water Policy. She explains the combined reservoir system provides water for cities and farms across Arizona, Nevada, and Southern California. So what happened? Decades of drought, overuse, and climate change.
Could this impact our tap water moving forward?
It will have impacts on tap water, but it doesn't. Shortage of Colorado River water definitely doesn't mean that you risked not having tap water.
Porter explains cities and towns have been planning for this for decades. But Sharon Megdal with the University of Arizona's Water Resources Research Center says this is likely to impact power generation.
The hydropower lake need is very important, not only because it's low cost and it's producing a certain amount of power, but it helps regulate the power in the Western grid. So it has an important function to play.
Now, these researchers stress our growing cities are not the problem. Agriculture uses about 70% of the Colorado River water we get here in Arizona. That means in the long run, we'll have to take a closer look at the crops we grow and the water we need to grow them. Nicole?
It is so important to all of our families, and it comes as we're waiting to get a look at new federal cuts to the Colorado River. So where does that stand, Amy?
Yeah, the feds indicated that they intend to issue major cuts to Arizona to protect the river for the future, since the 7 states that rely on it have failed to reach a compromise. We expect a final decision on that in the coming weeks, so lots of uncertainty.
Amy Cutler live in our newsroom. Amy, think.
Weeks of drought, then...
It's in South Korea? Yeah, I ain't organized the videos well enough, but oh well.
And the sky broke open. 850 millimeters in 3 days, a record that had never been seen before. Landslides burying apartment buildings before dawn. Residents jolted awake by emergency alerts, again and again. Southeast Korea is underwater. When the rain finally stops, what will be left? Torrential rain has battered southeastern South Korea, with some areas recording more than 800 millimeters of rainfall in just 3 days since August 15th. Seoul's Interior and Safety Ministry reported that the heavy rain has caused flooding and landslides across the region, leaving at least one person dead and several others injured. The Korea Meteorological Administration said Gyeonggi in South Gyeongsang Province recorded 851.1 millimeters of rain from midnight Saturday until 1 p.m. local time on Monday. Nearby Tongyong recorded 704.8 millimeters of rainfall, while Sacheon received 380.5 millimeters. In Busan, 441 millimeters of rain was recorded on Gadeokdo. The rainfall was particularly intense in Gyeonggi, which recorded 124.5 millimeters in a single hour early on Monday, the highest hourly rainfall ever recorded there. Tongyong also set a new hourly rainfall record, receiving 97.4 millimeters in 1 hour. The 3-day cumulative rainfall was roughly equivalent to 90% of the region's average precipitation for the entire June to August period. The heavy rain triggered multiple landslides across the region. The National Fire Agency said a landslide struck an apartment building in the Okpo district of Gyeonggi at around 4:32 a.m. local time on Monday, burying the ground floor. Rescue workers pulled 3 residents from the building, but one of them later died in hospital. Another person was rescued after being buried by a landslide in Tongyong shortly after 5 a.m. local time. Landslides also blocked major roads, including National Route 33 in Goseong. High tides worsened flooding along coastal areas, while roads across the region were submerged or cut off. The Interior and Safety Ministries said authorities received more than 20 reports of people trapped by floodwater or debris. Around 100 residents in Gyeonggi were being evacuated because of the risk of further landslides, while rescuers were working to reach about 20 people stranded in the city. The extreme weather has also caused major disruption to daily life. Public transportation was suspended in parts of Gyeonggi due to flooding and landslides, while residents were...
I'm gonna stop right there. And trees. Yeah, we had a storm here last night, blowing like crazy. Let me see what this is about.
The storms overnight left thousands of people in the dark.
Atlanta News First reporter Mary Kate Hamilton is live for us in southeast Atlanta on Brown Mills Road, where those down power lines have created quite the mess. Mary Kate, you've already seen drivers get into dangerous situations out there.
Yeah, that's right. And especially early this morning when it was still dark, this scene really creeped up on drivers. I want you to take a look at what we're dealing with here. You can see a tree fell in the middle of the road. Crews were able to get most of the tree moved out of the way, but it took these power lines down with it. And you can see plenty of branches and debris left behind as well. Now, even a school bus drove right through, took some of those power lines with it. And then I want you to take a look at this video. You can see a car decides to keep on driving.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god, these folks are retarded, bro.
And then their side mirror literally gets stuck on the power line. Now, this damage, not just here at Browns Mill Road either. We've had reports of power outages and down trees all over the metro.
They said a school bus went through it. And they're like, packed full of kids? Shit. Anyway.
10,000 homes in Fulton County alone lost power after last night's round of storms. And one neighbor who lives in the area tells me, unfortunately, he's getting used to it.
This has happened all summer. Like, we lost power at least 4 times because of trees coming down during storms. I'm going to grab as much of this wood as I can and give it out to folks. It's for free
Firewood. Yeah.
firewood, but
Jake knows, hey, man, you don't want to make that go to waste. Because winter's coming. Guess what? You might need to hold on to some of that firewood, Jake, because winter coming. And guess what? Hey, when the power goes out, just like it's going on right now when it's summertime, well, imagine this shit happening in the winter. Yeah. You need something to keep you warm, and hell, it's already summer. Let that firewood sit out so it can season and dry out, so then be good for the winter.
this happens.
But then again, it's bad to be burning firewood when you got people around that don't have shit to keep themselves warm, and they gonna want to come after and get your shit. That's why you seek the Lord, man. And pray the Lord protect you through these times from these crazy ass people.
All the time.
And James tells me after work today, he's going to come back here, pick up some of that wood, let it dry out, and then give it to veterans and elderly people to keep warm this winter. So certainly a great mission, but a tough night.
Yeah, that's nice of Jake.
For him, again, lives in this neighborhood and woke up in the dark, he says, for the 5th time this summer. Here's the good news. Crews have been working quickly to restore power. Thousands of homes have had their power restored this morning. We're going to continue to track this storm damage all morning long. For now, live in Southeast Atlanta, I'm Mary Kate Hamilton, Atlanta News First.
Yep. Let's see what else we got. Oh yeah, weather modifications.
We are talking about the future of geoengineering in this crash course it seems to be on.
And it's so funny that they talking about this shit that's happening, but then they want to say it's a conspiracy theory. Oh, whatever happened to they usually pop up shit that says it's links to Wikipedia. If any word like weather modification, like something like this comes up, then they'll have a link that says something about it's a conspiracy theory or what does it mean and all this other shit. I guess they stopped doing that. I haven't seen that in a while.
Into the world of conspiracies. Now, geoengineering.
Oh, conspiracies. But not conspiracy theories.
Is basically an umbrella word for altering the atmosphere or climate on purpose. And now there's this nationwide push.
But either way, they are doing this, but I don't like giving these niggas no credit at all about them doing this shit. It's all credit going to Yahweh Shema Bashar, by the way. I sometimes can't stand getting into this type of topic because it leads to giving these niggas credit. I'm talking about niggas, I'm talking about these heathens. Starting with Esau, so-called white man, but he ain't white, he's red, he's a baby they suck and foreskin eating Jewish faggot nigga named Amalek. You're giving these niggas credit. Give all credit, Yahweh Shema Bashar.
Each state.
Dang it. Gotta go back. Where I left off here. Damn, I just here we go.
And it is growing, and a lot of it's being fueled by conspiracy theories like these.
Oh, now it's saying conspiracy theories.
If you've ever looked up and seen long white trails stretching across the sky, you're not the only one. Some people point to them as evidence of a secret spraying program.
Oh look, it's my daily dose of governmental poison. Oh my goodness. Wow. It's not gonna miss me this time. No, sirree.
So is this an attack within? Like, what is going on? Somebody got to answer to this, man.
All right, so there's videos like that you see on social media, but now some of those fears seem to be turning into floor votes. 3 states have passed.
And it's funny, states. These states. What are some northern states banning this shit? But why are they banning this shit? Georgia, not at all. California, not at all. And California supposed to be. Yeah, California supposed to be all about your health, but they don't give a fuck about that shit. But yeah, man. Why are these states damn banning chemtrails? And it doesn't matter. You banning this shit, but guess what? This shit's still going. What happens if chemtrails were being sprayed? Like say, okay, Georgia, they spraying chemtrails like a mother. And some of the trails drift off into Florida. What are you gonna do? What are they gonna find the person who sprayed chemtrails in Georgia and they drifted off in Florida? Shit moves from state to state, city to city, county to county, no matter what, no matter where. Anyway,
bans already. 28 states have proposed bills so far, but the thing is, it doesn't seem to be any big weather modification projects beyond some of the cloud seeding programs that we've seen in use out in the West for decades, but a lot of conspiracies seem to think that those exist.
You mean conspiracy theories?
So let's bring in
fucking nigga.
NBC News' science reporter Evan Bush to kind of separate fact.
Oh man, another devil, a four-eyed devil. I wear glasses too, but I can still call him a four-eyed devil.
Fiction here. He wrote a really interesting piece on all of this a little bit earlier. Thank you so much for being with us. What are lawmakers trying to stop right now?
Thanks so much, Scotty. Really appreciate it. So lawmakers...
See, this makes no sense. How are you going to say this is conspiracy theory, but you got states banning this shit? So it's got to be real. And they got plenty of documents. Even the people that are scientists, they talking about they can make lightning come down through some kind of powerful laser. Come on, bro. Anyway, and what else? There's a whole bunch of shit.
Let's start with the chemtrails.
It ain't talk much about. Oh yeah, what's the hurricane that hit? That couldn't have hit New York or that area when what was it before 9/11 happened? It was on that same day a hurricane was coming that direction. Then all of a sudden that shit just instantly went the other direction, just like that. It's like it just bounced and hit the wall and went somewhere else.
This theory, it's unfounded. There's nothing to it that scientists, will say is real. So I reached out to more than a dozen lawmakers. The story I wrote, only 2 responded. One said he wanted to stop chemtrails. He's
and matter of fact, another thing too, they got companies that specialize in shit like this. Goodness gracious, bro. Cloud seeding. That's part of weather modification. You got companies that do cloud seeding. They were talking about a cloud seeding company that got in trouble for doing so much, but they was on TV. It was like it was a commercial advertisement for them. They've been on TV so much. But that's still considered to be a conspiracy. That's just fucking retarded. Anyway.
True believer in the unfounded theory. And another said he didn't know exactly what to think about chemtrails, but his constituents wanted a ban on them. And he listens to his constituents. He said he didn't find any evidence of weather modification.
I'll praise you about Shema Shah. The Wadi about Shema Shah is at 1 minute 44 seconds. It's chemtrails. It's contrails, not chemtrails. Laugh out loud. Say it slowly. Condensation.
But he targeted his legislation.
I think he already passed that part. Yeah. He already passed it.
Cloud seeding because he thought it would help him pass the bill and serve his constituents.
Yeah, and just to, set the record straight. Look, I'm a kid from New Mexico.
Oh my goodness, get the fuck out of here. I don't want to hear this shit no more. What the hell is this, a butt cheek? What, headphones? Anyway, well, a butt cheek is a complete butt with headphones. It's a butt head. I gotta get out. I gotta plan on doing a walk and talk. I just need to get out there and do something before it get too hot. The last video I did when I was out in the park, the phone, actually I was at the park and then I decided to get in my car because I know my phone gonna overheat. And then what did I do? I had to do some errands and shit, but then the phone overheated. Yeah. Let me get to the next one.
Markets Now is brought to you by Brevant Seeds. There are wins, and then there are wins that you get with Brevant Seeds. Big game-changing wins that turn heads and make people...
Oh my goodness.
You were right.
Right.
Markets day number 1 in Sherman. Let's talk just a little bit about the markets. Corn and soybeans got a nice push. We had higher weekly closes last week after the WASD. How important was the WASD? And
I don't want to play this shit. Anyway, get straight to the point. Let's get to this right here. Yeah, we still on that topic about rain and storms.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us this Sunday. We begin with a weather disaster happening right now in Hawaii after being sideswiped
3 feet of rain
by Hurricane Lala. This is the Big Island. It avoided a direct hit, but not Lala's wrath. Nearly 3 feet of rain has fallen, sending water, mud, and debris rushing down mountainsides. The governor says at least 100 homes have been damaged or lost. While Lala is now a tropical storm, the danger is not over for the island chain. CBS's Jonathan Bigliotti is there and leads us off tonight. Jonathan.
And Jerika, good evening to you. We're here at what little is left of Highway 11 here in the southern point of the Big Island. You wouldn't know it by looking at it, but this was a major roadway, now completely severed by flash flooding and mudslides. Authorities tonight confirming at least 2 homes were ripped off their foundations and carried away.
Strong winds, heavy rain, and powerful waves pummeled the Big Island, with rushing water overtaking bridges and roadways as the eyewall of the Category 1 storm grazed the Big Island's southern tip. In Hilo, Rainbow Falls transformed into a roaring wall of water.
This is a very big system, and it's wide. It's almost 200 miles wide.
The storm dumped nearly 3 feet of rain over the last 2 days, with wind gusts of 75 miles per hour in this area known as Paradise by the Sea. It downed trees, turning roads into rivers and whipping up surf. The dangerous storm surge putting residents on edge.
Think about the ocean coming through, breaking my house down, and washing us out to the ocean, washing us at the sea.
A joint search and rescue mission was launched after flash flooding and rock slides swept some homes off their foundations. More than 200,000 customers are without power, with downed power lines and debris scattered everywhere. The hurricane, Lala, aptly named after an Hawaiian word that means branch or limb of a tree.
And tonight, many roads remain impassable because of this flash flooding, mudslides, down trees, and down power lines. At this hour, the true extent of the destruction caused by Hurricane Lala remains unclear, Jerika.
All right, Jonathan Vigliotti, you and your crew stay safe. Thank you.
Irgendwas zerfetzt da drüben gerade. Boah, ach du Scheiße! Oh Gott! Oh Gott! Ist das furchtbar? No, the birds are fine. Go party, baby.
This is our famous Punaluu bakery, and look, their parking lot is ruined, and inside, and here, look, it's totally destroyed. Yeah. And look,
there ain't nothing else to see. She's gonna keep talking and showing all this stuff out in the background. Anyway, that's the prayers of the Lord. Let's get to this next one going on in the Midwest. And we'll close it out with one video, the last video with Arrows in the Nation.
All of them, I want it all. Give me all of that. All of them, I want it all.
Fucking damn it!
All of them.
You can't skip this shit.
Irgendwas zerfetzt da drüben.
All of them, I want it all. Give me all of
You
that.
can't skip it.
All of them.
I don't even want to hear this shit. God damn. Gotta skip all this shit, and then there's gonna be another ad popping up, right?
PayPal. This morning, a dangerous heat wave roasting the South, with scorching temperatures and stifling humidity.
We got them Mississippi heat, not no joke this week.
The brutal combination making it feel like 115 degrees in areas near the Gulf Coast.
When I got in my car, it was reading 116.
69 million Americans under heat alerts struck.
Did she say 160?
Areas near the Gulf Coast.
When I got in my car, it was reading 116.
69 million Americans under heat alerts stretching from parts of California all the way to Florida. In Phoenix, where temps climbed to 112 degrees, multiple popular hiking trails are closed this week after at least 3 heat-related rescues in a single day on Sunday, including one woman airlifted in critical condition. In Oklahoma, strong storms turned violent, to lightning strikes sparking this explosion at a natural gas facility near Tulsa. Meanwhile, in Indiana, floodwaters are finally beginning to recede after a week of relentless storms that killed at least 7 people. State officials activating temporary shelters for more than 1,000 displaced families. But this morning, the power of community on full display.
I tell you, I got more emotional over the outpour of support than I did the aftermath with all the people stepping up. That's the good stuff. That's the good stuff.
So a couple of things to remember here about this extreme heat. We do know that heat is the #1 weather killer in this country. And so you want to remember to do those basic things, that lightweight, light colored clothing, that's important. You want to make sure you're drinking plenty of water, 15 to 20 minutes, every 15 or 20 minutes during the day. Make sure you have a good hat to block out that sun while you're outside. And sunglasses are going to be your friend out here as well, Craig.
All right. Love the hat. Aaron Gilchrist starting us off there in Atlanta. Thank you, Aaron.
All right, Dylan's in for Al.
I see no radars and all that shit. I get to the last one, but hold on. Let me get to the scriptures. Nahum chapter 1, verse 3. The Lord Yahweh is great. The Lord Yahweh is slow to anger and great in power and will not at all quit the wicked. So all this destruction, natural disasters, is for the wicked of Israel, the 2/3 of Israel, and for you heathens. The Lord Yahweh will have his way in the whirlwind and the cloud. In the whirlwind and in the storm and the clouds of dusty feet. I keep doing that. I'll read. Let's say I'll read this, and then I skip this part, and then I'll say something. Yeah, I'll read this part, but I totally skip that part right there. Yeah. Let me see. Isaiah chapter 28, verse 2. Behold, the Lord Yahweh Bashemah shall have a mighty and strong one. Which as a tempest of hell and a destroying storm, as a flood of mighty waters overflowing, shall cast down to the earth with the hand. And Isaiah chapter 29, verse 6, thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahweh of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise and storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. Boy. There's a lot of shit going on. He distant. See what else we got. Damn, my mind went blank. Let me go ahead and close it out with this last one and then get to that video. Plagues are worldwide, so I gotta read. Uh-oh, wrong one. It says 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 37. Behold, the plagues draw nigh, and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son. With 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compares her womb, which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth. And the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. So it's going to be worldwide. It's already happening worldwide, but it's getting worse. Let me get to the last one.
It's like a horror movie out here. We've got helicopters everywhere. The roads are parking lots. It's like we're all trying to exit town, and there's no gas, no power, nowhere to go. We're stuck. The car is officially off, no gas. It's hot. We've got all the doors open. And Admir's annoyed, so I'm going to stop updating you guys. He wants me to sit here in hot silence and just burn up and do nothing. It's literally nuts. Okay, so we were able to get an Uber, and we are just going to abandon our car and get home and figure it out later.
Good morning, America. So we are now on day 6, no power in Gary, Indiana. Yes, my grandmother still has a tree on her roof because her insurance said they are not going to cover a natural disaster. Yes.
A natural disaster? But that's the point of a... What? The insurance supposed to cover something of the tree falling. What? Yeah, anyway.
It is steadily raining every day, and rain is pouring into my grandmother's house. Yes. Now, let's address some of the rumors going around Gary. It is, in fact, true that in high... Let
me guess, that area is ready for development? Oh, maybe they getting ready to develop what you call it, a data center there or something? I don't know.
Island, Indiana, a Caucasian woman approached road workers trying to assist, and with her weapon, and brandized her weapon.
Oh, she had a gun, and she started threatening to shoot people to stop helping. Yeah.
And told him to get out of there, and nothing was done. Nobody cared. And then mysteriously, a NIPSCO truck, an empty truck, was shot at. And the violence has begun. They have unfortunately began breaking in homes and cars. So please, lock all your stuff up. And then they keep on trying to put it up on one group. You know, all colors live up there. But let's not make this a black and white thing.
Oh, they're gonna make it that. It don't really matter. They gonna make it that. Shit, gonna be chaotic as fuck.
Yellow purple thing. Let's just all stand together.
Oh no. That's some stupid shit right there. Do not listen to this bitch. It said stay the fuck away from her ass. Talking about some just stay. No. Shit, no. You better seek the Lord. Yahweh Shema Shah, don't listen to her goofy ass. And be like, goddamn Eve, let's work together. And that motherfucking bitch probably don't give a fuck about your ass. Especially shit.
Those of you in Portage and Valpo and Dyer and Hammond and East Chicago, all of you groups that have come together and helped your community.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
Can you all please now group together and come to our communities and help us? Just like
gonna be people not even, they gonna be looking out for their fucking selves. And they don't mind getting help. But then guess what? They ain't gonna bother helping your ass. That's how these people are. They looking for help from others, but when you want help from them, oh, fuck you. I don't know you. That's how people treat me. And that shit, you know that what they treating you Israelites. Fuck these people, man. Shit.
Y'all just group together and got all y'all done.
These people are nothing but a bunch of fucking demons.
Y'all can just group together and come help us out a little bit. Because we're the community, right?
Right.
Tonight, catastrophic.
Esau at the same time hunting your ass down. The community, shit. And Jake is just nothing but a dirtbag against their own people, shit.
Flooding.
It's gonna be division, absolute division.
Indiana. The National Weather Service declaring multiple.
I mean, it's a certain way to move in this world, but at some point, and the neighbors, hey man, they ain't gonna have no. When she talking about gotta have a community come together, shit, nigga, please. That's some bullshit. Let me get this song. Boy, I hate this world so much. Was the 2nd Ezra 15 verse was it 18? For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and their city is troubled when they floods and such. And then you got crime building up. People don't have. I don't know. These are hired goons, the Esau agents, came to bring guns and threaten people. I don't know, but shit is happening though. Anyway, man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. Oh, I skipped. Yeah, and the city shall be what was it? For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulations. Yeah, they go running up in your house, taking your shit, food, belongings, whatever the hell, because they ain't got it. Either they lost it or they never had it and want to have it, so they gonna take it. Better seek the Lord. Take this opportunity right now to build up a spiritual mental relationship with Yahweh Shema Shah. And I know I'm talking a lot through this video, but yo, there go the title. You can always look at the video yourself on your own time without me talking through it. There go the title of the video, there go the channel. Get back to the video, because I'm going to say what I'm going to say, dang it. If you got a problem with Kid Rock's nigga.
Flood emergencies outside Indianapolis. As much as 12 inches of rain falling in 36 hours. In Cambridge City, first responders carefully navigating floating debris to make high water rescues.
Born and raised here, grew up here. We're just experiencing the worst flooding I've ever seen.
This man holding onto a utility pole, standing on a boat that's almost completely submerged.
And that's his boat. Damn.
Rescuers coming to his aid. Watch.
You supposed to be floating in that boat, not damn stuck or sinking on the boat.
He crawls onto their boat. Rich Nye from our affiliate WTHR is north of there in Muncie.
We have had non-stop heavy rain, and it's coming down in buckets. The Muncie Fire Department bringing people out of their houses with their pets, family by family.
Fire officials making this plea to residents on live TV.
Please shelter in place. If they need evacuated, call 911. We'll get to them as soon as we can. Oh my God.
The widespread flooding comes after 2 monster systems ravaged the Midwest in 24 hours. Our team taking refuge in our car as today's storms roared through. There's lightning there. We just saw another one. It's crazy how fast this storm came in. In Portage, Indiana, neighbors telling me this home exploded during Tuesday's storm.
Man, they're so bad.
Ryan Parker running to see if he could help.
Shook my whole house. And I thought a jet had crashed.
You thought a jet had crashed?
That's what it sounds like.
Bitch, do you want me to repeat this? I mean, damn, the man got to repeat himself because you didn't hear it the first time? But anyway, another scripture I want to read about the people, how they going to react when all this disaster. Hey, they be out of power for so long, man. These niggas going to be waxing cold. Matthew chapter 24, verse 12, and because iniquity shall abound and love of many shall wax cold. Yep, that's all, man. I know this video's finished. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. I need to get ready to go and go to the park. And I'll have to run and do some errands too. Hopefully I can get them out the way. But seek the Lord by seeking his prophets and take heed what to say and try to build a spiritual mental relationship with Yahweh Shema Shah by praying Yahweh Shema Shah, praising Yahweh Shema Shah, worshiping Yahweh Shema Shah, fearing Yahweh Shema Shah, repenting Yahweh Shema Shah. To all the men out there pushing this truth and nothing but the truth. In the name, spirit, and the power of Yahweh Shema Shah. Keep on preaching, keep on teaching, keep your faith and trust strong. Yahweh Shema Shah, stay humble. And for you few sisters out there taking heed, keep your faith and trust strong. And oh yeah, I forgot, you brothers out there that's taking heed but they ain't prophesying or teaching, cool. Just keep your faith and trust strong in the Lord. Try to do the best you can do by changing your wicked ways and some righteous, and do the best you can. But for you few sisters out there taking heed, keep your faith and trust strong in Yahweh Shema Shah. Stay humble, stay in order with your man. If you ain't got no man, stay in order Yahweh Shema Shah. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, and all praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Shalom.